Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My name is Carolyn McGee. I am an angelic life coach, a Reiki master teacher, and intuitive healer. I am here every Wednesday at noon Eastern to provide a little guidance, help you out with the energy of the week, and answer any questions that you might have that you would like some divine assistance on. That is why I am here. So as always, I like to start with an angel card. So let's see the direction that the angels are sending us in this week. So this time I am using the Archangel Oracle cards, and I will be sticking with those throughout today. Those were the only cards I was guided to bring with me. So here we go. Ah, beautiful. Look at the balance in this card and also how vibrant it is. Sometimes the words make a difference and sometimes they don't. This time they say divine order, and I think it's actually perfect for the energy this week. Today is Wednesday, March 23rd, 2016, and there is a lunar eclipse as well as a full moon. So the energy is very, very intense. Today is a great day to really look at everything that you've got on your plate, so to speak. Look at all the things that you're juggling. What do you want to do? Look at the relationships you have. What is serving you? What is not serving you? How can you balance out your life to make it more joyful, more fun, more free? That's the word that's coming in. Just more free, so that it's more expansive. And if there are things that are weighing you down, because these scales here can go in either direction, if there are things that are weighing you down, look at how to release those, whether it is somebody that you need to forgive, if it's a relationship that no longer serves you. What can you do? Use this energy of the full moon, use this energy of this lunar eclipse to release, balance, let go, and start anew. So that's pretty exciting. Now, let me just check and see if we've got any questions that are popping in ahead of time. Okay. So we have a question on weight. There's a lot of different theories. I am going to tell you the one that I am hearing and also the one that I personally believe. A lot of times that we carry weight that's really emotional weight. It is weight of not completely being in alignment with what our soul purpose is and bringing that out to the world. We're, so to speak, hiding. So we are hiding behind a layer of weight. Or the weight may be something that's heavy. It could be baggage that we've carried from previous lifetimes and previous relationships. So that there is just this need to layer ourselves and insulate ourselves to have the illusion of it being heavier, because we are emotionally carrying these heavy, heavy energies with us. So one of the ways to help people lose weight, especially if they are really doing all the right things, if they are eating well and drinking lots of water, getting exercise, then the weight may be stubbornly hanging on because of the underlying energetic attachment that you have to it. So I'd like to invite you to look at the weight as a friend. It's someone who has served you. It has protected you from whatever it needed to for a long period of time. And there's a reason for it. So perhaps you can do a little bit of soul searching, pull angel cards if that's something that feels right to you. I am happy to support you if you have questions and would like a little bit of personal divine guidance on that. Otherwise, just ask the weight. Sit in quiet reflection, or perhaps go for a meditative walk and ask the weight what it has to say to you. Why is it necessary? What is its role in your life? And as you get those answers, then you can take the next step down, the next layer down to decide, do you want to keep it? Or has its purpose gone away? Is it really necessary anymore? Having that awareness makes a huge difference. And then sometimes almost magically, the weight just dissipates. And yes, you can certainly supplement it with, with exercise programs and diets and other things like that. But, in my experience, I have seen that diets don't really work. They're not long term. It's a underlying release of the energy that is really magnetizing that weight to you. So I am actually going to pull a card now to see if there's anything else that wants to come forward that I missed with my little download there. Breathe. And if you look at the energy in this card, there is a lot of third eye energy and also a lot of heart energy. And that's what I think, kind of clarifies what I had mentioned before. Really get in touch with your own intuition, get in touch with your own body, and ask it what it needs. Ask it how it has been protecting you, and then ask if it's necessary anymore. What's coming to mind is a story of someone who was bullied a lot as a child, and they gained weight to insulate themselves, to kind of not be seen, because when they were a pretty little girl, they were a target. As she got bigger and bigger, she became somewhat of a target, but it wasn't as intense. It's almost like they just kind of ignored her and didn't see her anymore. So the weight really served a purpose for her of not being seen, of being invisible to the people that were tormenting her. And once she realized as an adult that she didn't need to keep the weight anymore, that she was grown up, she was very capable of taking care of herself. She had done a lot of transformational work and really knew how to advocate for herself. So she didn't need the weight. And as she had that awareness, the weight just started to slip away. It was really, really miraculous. So I do invite you to just to have a conversation with yourself and determine what purpose, how that weight is serving you. So I'm feeling now like we should do a little bit of tapping on this to maybe bring a few things to the surface and see what might work for you and what might not. As always with tapping, some of the words may resonate with you, some of them won't. There is power in collective tapping or in group tapping. So even if a particular word or phrase doesn't resonate with you, it will resonate for somebody else. So just go right along with it. You're just adding energy and power to the clearing and the energy transformation that we are working on here. So as always, I like to start just at the point. So I'm going to start at the eyebrow point and go through the points and see what the angels have to say to us to help us release things that no longer serve us. It does feel like it's going to be kind of focused on weight because that was the original question, but it may also transition into some of those other things that could be good to release as we are in this lunar eclipse and full moon cycle. So here we go. I have all this weight that I carry in my heart, all this weight that I carry on my physical body, all this weight on my emotional body, and the weight in my heart, and the weight in my energetic body manifest as weight on my physical body. And every version is exhausting. I don't feel like me anymore. I know I'm hiding. I don't want to be seen, but I'm not sure why. I feel very sad. At sometimes I feel overwhelmed. All of this weight is so exhausting. Sometimes I just feel like ignoring it. Maybe if I just pretend it will go away. I have already done so much work. I do mostly all the right things. I eat fairly well. I drink water. I get exercise. I make sure I sleep. I do all of these things to help my body. And yet the weight just doesn't seem to go away. I get so frustrated. Maybe for today, I can look at things a little bit differently. Maybe for today, I can try a different approach. Maybe for today, I can reach out and harness the universal energy. Just for today, I can use the power of the full moon to release. Just for today, I can use this lunar energy to release. I can ask my body what it needs from me. I can ask my body how I can help it be stronger and healthier. I can ask my body if I'm feeding it things that don't serve it. I can ask my body if it's allergic or sensitive to any of the foods that I feed it. I have the power to get all of this information. It's right here within me. And perhaps even as I've been tapping, my body has been giving me ideas, images coming into my mind of foods that are good for me, images coming into my mind of foods that are not good for me. Perhaps there's a certain part of my body that's uncomfortable that I can listen to and nourish a little bit more. All of these images that my body can give me, all of this information that I can see and hear to make change. Or perhaps there'll be an event or an image of something in the past that frightened me, where my body decided I needed protection, that I needed to not be seen anymore. I am going to honor my body and everything it has done for me, because where would I be without it? My body is the temple that houses my soul. And I am so grateful for my body. I really love it just the way it is. I honor and respect everything about my body. And because I love my body so much, I want to make it a little bit lighter so it doesn't have to work so hard. And perhaps even have more fun in my body. And perhaps have fun being seen without those layers of protection. So even though I feel anxiety and perhaps some fear, saying those things, I know it's possible. It is a choice that I can start. It's not something I have to do all the time. I can start this and stop it. But wouldn't it be fun to have that conversation with my body? Wouldn't it be interesting to understand more? Okay, I want to take a little bit of a break here, kind of shake that out. As usual, if you've got a piece of paper or your journal with you, why don't you just jot down a few notes that came to you? If weight is not a challenge for you, then you can substitute in betrayal of other types with that, and it should work for you. Maybe something else came to your mind as we were going through that. So I just, take yourself a minute and jot down a couple of notes, and then we're going to do a little bit more tapping. And I would love to hear some feedback from people if that was beneficial for you, perhaps some ideas that came up. If there's another level down that we should go into with some more group tapping, I'd be happy to do that. So you can reach me on my website, which is carolynmcgee.com, or on Facebook, Carolyn McGee Intuitive Coach. So great. All right, so I hope everybody has had a chance to write down their notes, and we are going to go right back into the tapping. I'm going to start again at the eyebrow points. So even though I feel a little overwhelmed with the thought of making change, and even though it's frightening to think about really being seen, to think about really being heard, to think about really being out there, I am willing to make a small change today. I am willing to listen to my body. I am willing to work as a partner with my body, to hear what my body needs, and know that I am safe doing that. So just for today, I will make a small change. I will do what my body is asking me to do, and fully support myself in every choice I make, with no regrets. Okay, shake that out again too. I am feeling like there needs to be a round on trust and betrayal. That seems to be an underlying and perhaps safety too. So those can be very separate subjects for some people. They just have issues and it doesn't manifest as weight. It also can be an underlying condition of somebody who is hiding behind a little bit of weight. And everybody's issues with weight is different. You know, some people carry around 10 pounds and it feels like it's a lot for them and it makes them not feel 100% themselves. And other people carry around 100 pounds. And that's what they need to insulate their body. So it's very, very different. Of course, all of us are unique. So everybody's manifestation is going to be different. So starting again at the eyebrow points. I just don't feel safe. Someone I cared about betrayed me. Someone I cared about lied to me. It's very difficult for me to trust people. When I've trusted people, they've taken advantage of me. This has happened so many times before. All of this lifetime and my past lifetimes seem to merge together. They seem to have a common theme. I just don't feel safe. And if I'm not safe, is my family safe? It takes so much energy trying to keep everyone safe and protected and deciding who I can trust. I am exhausted. I'm really tired of this. I would love to find a way to let it go, even if it's just a small amount. I would like you to take a break and take your journal and jot down where in your body you feel either betrayal or lack of trust, lack of safety, perhaps somebody who keeps crossing your boundaries that you have set up. Just tell where you're feeling that. And then there's associations to the different chakras, and you know, that's something that we can dive into more, or you can look it up online. But it's going to give you an indication of where you're holding that energy. And also, if you want to think about a color, because color is very powerful and can help you to release that energy. For example, if you are having, say you say blue and it's in your throat, so maybe you need to add more blue to your throat because you're missing it. Or perhaps something is stuck there and you can bring in orange to open it up and release some of that stuck energy. So just notice where in your body you feel that blockage so that you can work to release it. So I'm just going to continue on tapping now that you have written those things down. So I am seeing this color, and I know it means something. And I am going to allow that color to help me heal. Perhaps it's red and shows that I have been very angry at life itself. Perhaps it's orange and I need to communicate more with that particular part of my body, the energy that lives there. Or perhaps it's yellow and I need to set better boundaries. Maybe the color is green, and I need to open my heart more or resolve some jealousy. Perhaps the color is blue, and I need to speak my own truth more so that I can be clearly heard and seen. Maybe the color is indigo, and I am blocking my own connection to spirit because of my lack of trust. Or maybe it's purple, and I am blocking my connection with God, the divine download. All of these colors have meanings. There's no judgment associated with them. It's just information. And the part of my body that aches or throbs is just information also. Information to help me grow. My body is a fabulous source of information. And starting right now, I commit to listening to it. And starting right now, I commit to opening up just a tiny little bit. Starting right now, I will take small chances to be seen, to be heard, to be listened to. Starting right now, I will start to trust people just a little bit. All of these changes are safe for me to do slowly and gently. Okay, let's shake that out a little bit. Great. So I am going to pull another card to see if there's any closing information on those two really intense topics that kind of flowed out from one another. Thank you so much for your question. And then we will see where we go. Look at that beautiful way to end that. As we release these things that no longer serve us, whether they are emotions or things that are physical things that we're carrying in our body, that's when our heart can really open up. That's when we have this beautiful abundance of things that can come into us. Prosperity is not only financial, although that certainly is a big piece of it. It's also prosperity of everything. It's joy, it's connections, it's relationships, it's so many beautiful things. Maybe prosperity means to you that you have a wonderful job, or you've got great friends, or you finally meet your soulmate. There's so many ways that we can be prosperous when we open ourselves up and we really check in with our bodies to see how they can provide information to us so that we can have a deeper partnership with them. Well, I hope that that was beneficial to you. Thank you so much for watching me. Next week, I will not be live. I will be posting in YouTube a video of something. Angels haven't told me yet what it's going to be, but I will be at a conference in Boston, so I will not be posting live. So thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to serve you and would love to hear from you. Bye-bye for now.